I'm Michelle. I'm the co-founder and Chief Creative Officer of CultureVault.
And I'm also a co-founder. I'm Sam, and I head up all things Web3 and everything tech-related.
I think what really interested us both at the beginning of this journey was the idea is that creators didn't have autonomy or agency over the assets that they made. So let's say they made a digital asset and they posted it on one of the many platforms that are available. That content is owned by, let's say, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and they don't have agency around how they buy, sell, or distribute that. I think that there will be a time where digital art will be taken as seriously as other mediums in the traditional art space. I think that what makes us different is this idea that we combine both the tech side and the cultural side. The younger generation who are spending so much more time in the digital space, having a digital token or a digitized memento of this exhibition or of this concert is in some ways more valuable and more akin to the life that they're leading at the moment. And so I think it's very much a generational thing, and it's certainly not about removing or getting rid of physical items. In fact, it's just about casting the net wider and including all sorts of take-homes and tokens and memorabilia and ways to remember experiences.
I think what's really exciting about digital work especially is the flexibility of the digital medium. So for example, the immersive industry. The immersive industry is a lot of production that goes into creating these digital events. You're working with artists, you're working with construction, all this effort and energy goes into this event that happens for, say, a day or perhaps a week. But after that week or after that day, where's the event? Where's the memory of it? It exists inside our head, but where's the take home? Where's the digital memento for me to capture a moment in time at that event and then take it home with me forever? And I could even share it with my parents, I could share it with my girlfriend overseas and send this to her all with the click of a button. So these are not just restricted to your locale or your country. This is a decentralized global audience that can potentially view, participate and enjoy these digital collectibles.
The main thing about our agency is really helping cultural brands specifically to navigate this world of Web3 and how exactly they can best and most thoughtfully utilize blockchain technology.
We want to empower all these brands, cultural institutions and artists who we envision or we see them as first movers.
And now in 2023, every major institution owns video art and it's very much a respected genre in the traditional art world. And I think what we're seeing with digital art is it's not really taken seriously and hasn't been previously, but with the advent of some incredible works, Reefer Ganadol is one of them, digital art is starting to be taken seriously. It's not an asset that I can buy, sell or trade on Instagram, but once it's on blockchain, I can. Why am I going out and creating a beautiful film, putting it on Instagram and having that platform own it when I could put it on chain and potentially it could either become a commodity but at the very least, it will never be taken away from me. Why would I as a brand want to move into Web3 when Web2 is working so well for us?
Tapping into new audiences, reaching all these digitally native audiences, which are coming up from the younger generations. They're looking for new experiences that captivate them online. Brands being able to reward those long-term supporters, the people that have been around, held the token, contributed to their own kind of community for a long amount of time and bring them back into the creative process that potentially can end up shaping the brand itself.
We've worked with many brands from global beauty brand Wella and OPI to we actually also worked with Meta, we've worked with museums, all to understand and better navigate the world of Web3.
We really look at each client as a bespoke opportunity to really explore and get creative with what this technology can offer them.
When we first started, we worked with Glenn Fiddick and Jordan Gogos, the fashion designer. Jordan's clientele are traditionally Gen Z, and what he wanted to do was he wanted to create a digital asset that was a one-of-a-kind, that was based on one of the shoes that was worn on the runway. So what we did is we created an NFT, this digital token, with an animated 3D version of this shoe that will never be produced, and everyone who came to the show was able to mint that token. So not only is it a piece of memorabilia in the sense that that was never going to be a physical asset that was manufactured, now they have memorabilia of the show. So only the people that went to that show have this digital asset. The digital asset can now be bought, sell and traded if they want to.
When we work with clients, it's very bespoke. Not only do we support artists and brands and cultural institutions entering into the space through education, we really want to also empower them with tech products. So we've been quite busy behind the scenes building tech products for these institutions so that they're not reliant on an agency or developers and can do and realize these Web3 projects all by themselves without any code. So think of it kind of as a Squarespace for Web3, a plug and play kind of platform where you can get up your own marketplace, whether it be for your gallery, for your museum, for your immersive experience, whatever it is.